nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So what are your qualifications for this job?
Well, I've been in marketing for 5 years now. I started at the entry level, but I made my way to an assistant manager, so I feel like I'm very qualified for this job.
Well, you definitely seem to have the qualifications. I was looking at your resume. It looks very good.
Good, thank you so much.
One more question. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have any right now, but I am expecting a little one in a few months.
Oh. Well, here you see we're frown upon maternity leave.
Oh, does that mean I won't be getting the job?
I think we have more qualified candidates, but thank you for your time.
No problem.
There are many things wrong with the interview in this video. First of all, the employer is not supposed to ask any questions that are not work-related. For example, asking "Do you have kids?" is an irrelevant question. In addition, it is wrong for the employer to not hire the applicant due to being pregnant. The employer should support maternity leave and offer the same rights to pregnant women as to anybody else. Not hiring a woman because of pregnancy is illegal under the Canadian Human Rights Code.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to meet you. So what are your qualifications for this job?
Well, I've been in marketing for 5 years. I started at an entry-level position and I've made my way up to an assistant manager, so I feel like I'm very qualified for this job.
You seem very qualified for your job. I was looking at your resume. It's very impressive.
That's great. I'd love to work here.
I'd love to have you.
Thank you. There's just one thing that I've been having trouble with at other interviews. I thought I'd let you know that I am expecting to have a little daughter in a few months from now, so hope that won't be an issue.
That's no problem whatsoever. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So I'll be receiving maternity leave?
Yeah, you'll get full paid maternity leave. We look forward to having you.
Thank you
You're
so
very
much.
qualified for the job.
Thank you.
In this video, the employer performed a correct interview. The only question she asked was directly related to the work requirements, and although the applicant did not have to reveal personal information about being pregnant, the employer did the right thing by offering full paid maternity leave and not allowing it to affect her decision to hire the applicant.
Hi, Ms. Taylor. I've put all the files that you asked for in alphabetical order. Here you go.
Oh, thanks so much.
Is there anything else you need me to do?
You know what? Actually, you could get me a coffee.
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Actually, I was wondering if I could help with the new marketing commercial for our company that we're working on, because I have a really good idea for it, and I thought I could input that.
You know what? You can just stick to getting me a coffee. Don't worry about it.
Well, it's just that lately, I mean, I've noticed that all I've really been doing in this company is grabbing coffee and putting things in alphabetical order, which is great, but I really feel like due to my qualifications, I can do more than that.
Well, you're still pretty young, so maybe.
But I do have better qualifications than people that are older than me.
Well, you're young. You'll get your opportunity.
Okay, I'll get you that coffee. Thanks.
In this video, the manager is discriminating the employee based on her age. It is inappropriate to not treat the employee equally and give her only minimal and basic tasks due to her age, even though she has the proper qualifications. The employer should not treat her any differently because she is young and should offer her the same opportunities as any other employee. Discriminating based on age is also prohibited under the Canadian Human Rights Code.
Hi, Ms. Taylor. These are the files that you asked me to put in alphabetical order. Is there anything else I can do for you?
You can get me a coffee.
Sure, I'll do that.
Thanks. Great, but you've been doing really, really good work. It's great to see you working hard.
Thank you. Actually, I'd like to ask for your permission to input my ideas for the new marketing strategy for the commercial we
love
have.
to have your ideas. It's great to get some younger eyes.
Good. I know I'm a bit young, but I feel like my qualifications will...
Yeah, definitely.
The second video demonstrates appropriate workplace behavior. The employer did not let the young age of the employee affect her work and allowed her to include her ideas in the next company project. The employer only valued the employee's qualifications and her age was irrelevant to her work-related responsibilities.
Welcome, guys. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. Due to budget cuts, I'm going to have to be letting a few people go. So the people with the least amount of sales are going to be laid off. So Yona, you get to stay But Marcus and Davina, you guys are gonna have to go.
But I mean, this can't be. I had more sales than her last week. How could, I mean,
Well,
both had more
that
sales.
is true, but you're not really the image that we're looking for the company.
Do you mean because they're not Caucasian?
No, it's just that you better represent the company, Yona. So I'm sorry, guys.
In this video, the employer is discriminating the two employees based on the color of their skin. Discriminating based on race is also prohibited under the Canadian Human Rights Code. The employer should be laying off the employees with the least amount of sales, as she stated. However, she fired Davino, although he had better sales than Yona. The reason given that they do not fit the image of the company is completely inappropriate and racist. Employers cannot fire based on an employee's image or their race. It is also inappropriate to state that Yona properly represents the company, since it also demonstrates racism towards non-white employees. The company should only value work ethics, qualifications, and stats such as sales when determining who to fire and who they want representing their company.
Welcome, guys. Unfortunately, there's some bad news. Due to budget cuts, we're going to have to let a few people go. So it's based on the amount of sales that you've made. So the people with the best sales get to stay, and the least unfortunate are going to have to get laid off. So Yona and Davina, you guys have the best sales, so you'll be able to keep your job. Unfortunately, Marcus, you're below them, so due to the budget cuts, we're going to have to let you go. However, you are a great worker, so if another spot opens up, we'll definitely let you know to come back.
In the second video, the employer acted appropriately and correctly handled the laying off process. The employer fired the employee with the lowest amount of sales, which is the proper thing to do. The employer did not fire the employee based on race or image. They were fired simply based on their work, which did not meet the requirements.